scalp. I pet you. I pet you because you're cute. Hey guys, I'm Brooke and welcome back to my channel. Alright, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and oh, make sure you like and do something because it'll make me smile.
Yeah.
Smile. That's all that I remember.
What a true fan. Hey guys, what's up? It's Brooke, and today I am back with another video of the stories we probably shouldn't tell. And today we are featuring Ashley.
Thank you for welcoming me.
Thank you.
So we're done now?
Yeah. Okay, so now we can go home.
Okay.
Wait, this is my home. Oh.
No, I'm leaving.
Oh, you leave.
Right. You have my keys?
No. Keys.
Oh, they're my car, sorry.
Yeah, you have them. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'll pay you later.
Make sure you tell me when it's up.
Okay, I will.
Don't forget the freaking money.
Okay, I won't this time.
Good.
So if you guys have not seen this series before, go watch the last 3 videos because they're pretty dope. This one's gonna be pretty dope also. What I do is I have a whole bunch of memories, and we draw, and if Ashley has a story in here that she's like, don't want to share that, then she has to eat or drink something really gross.
This is a good one. Sitting outside with Miles and talking until 4:30 a.m. on Brooke's birthday.
That was honestly one of my favorite nights with you.
Literally,
like,
it was
honestly.
amazing. Literally, so after Brooke's bonfire, as her birthday party, we sat in the driveway with a guy named Miles, and he did not leave until 4:30, and then that's when we came inside.
Yeah, but we were vibing. Like, we talked about anything and everything, and we were all not that tired.
Oh yeah, it was great.
And like, I don't know, it was just weird because we were just sitting in my garage.
The phone is ringing.
The phone is ringing.
Guys, this is the concealer I use.
Hello?
It's called Paper. Her family's watching Frozen 2 right now, and I didn't want to film at any other time, so I forced her to do it right now.
Oh, then I have no idea.
Held a gun to her head. This is really good content.
Maybe. I have no idea. Oh, my.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it. I got some good content for your phone.
Oh, I bet. All I saw was
Okay.
Brooke getting smacked in the face with a 25 square ball. I remember this and it sucked.
Was this at Crossroads?
Yes, at Crossroads.
I actually don't remember you getting smacked.
No way! I remember, okay, it was a boy and he hit me straight in the face. Like they
Oh, yeah, I remember. Then you went to, you're like, I'm gonna, and then you went to the bathroom.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm gonna, and then I just left the game because I didn't get out either. Like somehow, I don't know how I did.
You kept it in the ring.
I think I did.
Else.
And so they're like, dude, you're not out. And I'm like, no, I'm going to the bathroom though. And I wanted to like cry. It hurt so bad. That sucked. Then I didn't play for the rest of the night. I was like, I'm just gonna stay away from over there.
I felt bad. I almost went into the bathroom to check up on you, and then that's when you came out. Yeah. Taking 2,683 minutes to say goodbye to Huli. That's fun.
Oh my gosh.
You need to add some clips in.
I will add some clips in just right now.
And you make it seem like I'm dying.
This hurts, buddy. This hurts my heart. Really, I love you so much. I'm gonna miss you so much.
What about me? Bye.
I would take a bullet for you. Cause I love you.
Okay, bye.
We love you, Huli. So much. My heart belongs to you. And only you. Love you.
Bye.
Oh, what is she doing?
I'll see you next year.
Bye.
Bye.
You're not the sad one to leave.
Bye. Bye.
But like,
That was a good night.
oh my gosh. I saved everything from that night.
Good.
I saved every single snap. I think I sent you stuff the other night.
Yeah.
Didn't I?
You said
That's
it
so
to
weird.
Bob.
Yeah, I literally, that
Just the
was
other night.
such a good night. Like, we were supposed to say goodbye to her at like 8 or something. And then we stood outside and just messed with her, like climbed into her car windows.
Yeah, through the windows.
Oh my gosh, it always takes forever to say bye to Huli because we have this friend that moved away and like,
She's gone.
she gone now.
But then she come back.
But yeah, she'll come and visit us every here and there. Ashley getting a B- on her progress report.
progress report, not a report
Yeah, so
card.
it doesn't matter, but it's just, okay, Ashley is like an all-A student. Like, literally 4.0. She's our class valedictorian. And she never fails.
We get report cards like at every marking period 4 times a year. Progress reports come halfway between every report card. And on the report card, I had a project grade that said it was a 0 because it wasn't due yet. And my teacher was like, we're gonna put this in as a 0. No, it wasn't due yet. So then it took my chemistry grade down to a B-, which I was angry about because it wasn't due yet.
It's so funny though, because you were so upset, and we're all like, dude, it's a B-. And you're like, but it's a B-.
It's a B-, what do you mean? Being pretty real with each other and our friend group.
Oh, that's an overall concept one.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know a specific time.
No, but like that, I think like, there's some times like where we will like be like straight up about things like, yeah, like I don't know how to like really explain this. But like, you know when we're talking about friends and we'll be like, yeah, honestly, I don't get why it is that way.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what I meant by that.
Like why these two certain people don't get along.
Yeah, or like, yeah, stuff like that. So it's just like, me and you are like the type that like really see eye to eye on that, and we're like, I have no idea. Like, stop! Making Cece believe that we only hang out at Crossroads. Yeah, it's a youth group.
Cece was our carousel, or small group leader last year, sophomore year.
Yeah, sophomore year.
And we were always like with each other because we didn't want to go to Crossroads without the other, as well as Abby.
Yeah. Ba.
Klingon? Ba.
Ba.
Book.
Brooke.
Book.
Ashley. Abby.
Yeah, book.
Book. Book.
Somehow convinced her that we only went to Crossroads.
That was... that was a mouthful.
I can't English. Ashley constantly reminding Brooke of things.
Oh my gosh, yeah. She's like my mom. Like, with everything. She's the one that like tells me like, Brooke, don't forget, we have this assignment. Or like, we have a concert tonight at 7.
Yeah.
You gotta be there at like 6:45, or I don't even know.
6:15.
6:15, yes. So like, she's always reminding me of things. Ashley's secret with Lauren that Brooke can't know.
Still a secret.
Are you kidding me?
You can find out when we graduate. Honestly, you're either gonna think, oh, that's really cool, or really? That's it?
I feel like that's gonna be me. They have this, okay. Lauren and Ashley used to, like, all of the time sneak off at the end of Crossroads and talk about something. So one day I was like, what are you guys talking about? And they just said, it's a secret and you can't find out until you graduate. And I'm like, what?
So what do you think it is?
I think it's something like a slideshow of our grade or something. I have no idea.
2 years in the making. Not that I just told you what it is, but...
Oh, it's a slideshow of our grade?
Brooke laying her head on Ashley in choir until she pats it.
I don't even know how this started, but like we do that all the
Probably
time.
since freshman year.
Yeah,
In
like
choir.
we stand by each other in choir.
And we have every year.
Yes, we have every single year. And sometimes I'll just be like, oh my gosh, and I'll be slumped and I'll lay my head on Ashley. Or even like when I'm not, I'll just lay my head on Ashley and then she'll pat it. And like I won't move my head until she pats it. So like if we're about to sing, then she'll be like,
like quick.
just make it out. Turning Brooke into the girl with sunglasses meme at Crossroads.
Oh! I don't think I have that video anymore.
Oh man.
So, insert Vine. And Brooke had her transitioning
yes, that's what it
on.
was.
We were outside at Crossroads, so her glasses were like, oh, I'm gonna be sunglasses now. And went down. And then we came inside. And her hair was really poofy that day.
Uh-huh.
So we're like, Brooke, turn around. Was this you or me saying
I
this?
don't know. That was one of my ones that I don't know. But I typed it because I'm like, maybe she remembers it. I don't remember.
No, when I weighed myself this morning, I was down to 188 pounds. I don't know what that is.
You look like Chucky, but in a good way.
I didn't say that, but I was
No,
there.
we both didn't say this. Okay, so in the summer, my dad had this big party since he got married. There was a lot of drunk people there, and
a lot.
this one girl, Amber, she was super drunk, and she was just having the time of her life.
That was her.
She was doing what Ashley just did. She was like really. We were hanging out with this little girl named Addie, and it was like me, you, Addie, and Izzy. And Addie said, "Oh my gosh, she looks like Chucky." But she said it kind of loud, and Addie's young. Addie's like 13.
Yeah.
So like we all were like laughing, and we're like, "Oh my gosh, hopefully she doesn't hear that."
And then there's Amber. What did you just say? Don't say that. That's rude.
So she told off this 13-year-old, which don't get me wrong, it was rude what she said, and she shouldn't have said it. But Amber told her off. She's like, "Where are your parents? Who would raise you to be this type of kid?"
Yeah, but also Addie, or was it Isabella that chimed in? But in a good way, or did Addie say that?
I think that might have been. It might have been Izzy, but I don't remember.
Two.
One of them said that. They're like, "Oh, but it's in like a good way.
But
you look like Chucky."
in a good way.
In a good way.
Miles asking Brooke to prom.
Oh, yeah. That was so funny. I was having a bad day.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, if one more bad thing happens,
and
I'm done.
So if it was Mr. Hubbard, our school counselor came up to her and was like, "Hey Brooke, you parked your car in a no parking zone."
Which I did all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You have to go move it.
I'm so done.
I'm just gonna go move it. Go upstairs, grab my keys, move it, come back inside.
I was so done. Like I stood up and I was like, I'm so done.
When she goes outside, she sees Abby Kling and I running away from the door.
Yes, I did.
Trying to hide, but it didn't work.
I remember that. And all I could think is, why are they out here? Like I thought you guys were picking on me since I was in a bad mood. Like and like not like a mean way, but you know, like just being like,
Somehow Brooke has to move her car.
And like seeing like, oh, what's on her car? So I was like, what are they doing out here? So then I go and then it says ticket on my car and I'm like, are you kidding me? But I didn't read the ticket. And so I was like, I am so done. And then I actually looked at it because they were laughing so hard and it said like prom ticket. And I was like, oh. And then Miles came out and asked me to prom. Oh my gosh, this is actually really clever, but oh my god.
Do you want to go to prom?
Yes, I'm gonna go to prom with you, obviously. Ashley coming with Brooke to get her tattoo.
So after that bonfire where we stayed until 4:30 in the morning with Miles, I spent the night and went the next morning. And she got a lead thing.
Oh, I did. Down here. Ta-da!
Which you've seen.
I
As
got
long
a
as you
permanent
watched
one.
your video about it.
Yeah. Watch it. It's called I'm 18 Now. I was surprised that you like wanted to come with me. I remember I was like, whoa, like you'll actually come? Like will you actually like, but I was like, you can't say a word to my mom because she does not know about it. So Ashley told her mom, and I was like, I just hope that she doesn't say anything to my mom. But she never did. Paula, you the real MVP.
Yeah, I was like, Mom, you can't say anything. But I'll show you a picture. She's like, oh, it's okay. Grey's Anatomy chick in Subway.
Don't know what that is. That's my second one.
I do. I know
You do?
this. So we were going to watch Mary Poppins at a theater, a play, because Miles was in it, and so was Lauren, the girl mentioned previously. So we go to Subway beforehand. This girl walks in with her friends or family or something, and she's like going on a tangent about Grey's Anatomy, just talking her friend's ear off, like, oh my gosh, Grey's Anatomy, as they're ordering. And Brooke was sitting there like,
oh, I
Grey's
kind of
Anatomy?
remember. Yeah, I kind of do remember that because I was like, oh my gosh, I want to chime in. I know I have a video from that day of you like running into my car.
Out. They handed the baton to another friend in Michigan who handed the baton off and
thank you.
Ashley being Brooke's good mom.
Oh yeah, you're
Hoolie's
good, Mom.
my bad mom.
Yeah.
Like, Hoolie is like straight up like and these are jokes obviously, but Hoolie, like I think it started with her. Like she was like my bad mom, so she would always be like, what are you doing with your life? And I'd be like, oh, I aced this test, and she'd be like, I don't care. And then like you were like the polar opposite. You're the one that's always reminding me to do things.
Yeah. Get it done.
And so yeah, we just kind of had that ongoing joke. Like I was like, Mom. I still call you Mom every day.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Mom.
What would you do for a Klondike bar? Go on a joyride.
We went on a joyride. And we did this, I think it was 2. Because it was when I first got my car.
Yeah.
And you started driving too, I think.
Yeah.
Like all of the friends were starting to drive. Yeah. I had a pool party and I had Klondike bars in the freezer. And so we were making each friend do something for a Klondike bar. And when it got to Ashley, we're all like, shoot, I don't know what to say.
Because she's not going to do anything.
Yeah, so we're like, we got to come up with something good. And I think it was Abby that came up with, you should take her on a joyride. And I was like, she's not going to be down. And I was like, okay, joyride. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh. So like, we didn't even go that fast. We went like 60. In a 25 though. But it was just like a straight shot. Like it wasn't like we were going around curves or anything. So
and it's not a busy place either.
Yeah, no. So it was somewhat safe.
But if the police are watching this, Brooke was driving. Almost hit in a car during band camp.
Oh, I was driving for this too.
Brooke's a really bad driver.
Okay, I'm a good driver, I promise. But this was when I first started driving.
Yeah.
And
It's a soft.
none of you guys were driving yet.
Yeah.
Because I was the only friend driving. I remember that because I was like, let's go to the Pizza Barn. And then you guys actually got in my car and I'm like, they actually trust me enough to drive. And then since it was like friends in your car for the first time, it was like you had like that stupid person in you telling you like, oh, we should mess around.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be fun.
So safe.
So I was messing around with them in the car and
She starts to back out of Pizza Barn.
Yes.
Without knowing there was a car coming.
yeah, I didn't look because I had distracted driving. All my friends were in the car. Ashley snaps of her going past Brooke's house.
Oh! Okay, so should I say that I go to church?
Yes.
The place that I go very often on Sunday mornings is right around the corner. And so I would pass Brooke's house every day before I had my license, and my mom would take me. But actually it wasn't even just then. Going to a place over there that is bigger than the town that we live in. I'd pass her house, so I would just take videos of it as I went by. It was like stalker mode 100.
Yeah, I now
1000.
get these all the time, and it was so I would laugh at all of them. I'd be like,
Yeah.
Ashley's going past my house.
It was when she was and wasn't home. I also don't have service in this area, so it'd be like 5 minutes after I go by.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that you'd actually
I
get
never
it.
knew that, actually. Ashley breaking a chair on the first day of school.
Oh! We were up in the light. When was that? In the morning. We had a 2-hour pep assembly the first day of school. Afterwards, I have a little time before my second hour starts. So I'm going up to the library or on some work. I sit there in the chair. I notice it's kind of like creakier than the other ones. Because all the library chairs are crap. So I'm like, oh, this one's kind of loose.
All of us were dying. We're like, it's the first day of school, and you broke a chair.
Yeah. It was good. Mrs. Ferrier, our librarian, she's like, is everyone okay? Yeah, bye.
Oh my gosh. Mom, we're filming.
What?
We're filming.
What am I supposed to do? Sit in a quiet room?
Yeah. All we hear is squeak, 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 squeak.
Rock, paper, scissors, hula girl.
Oh my gosh, do you remember this?
Yeah.
Wasn't it those girls it was at the
Mary
play.
Poppins show.
Yeah. And they were like, it was them doing it too.
They were like,
not us.
sitting at the show waiting for it to start. And there's like probably 3rd graders from our school with an adult, who she was, I don't know. Well, they kind of started talking to them, to us, I mean. And then later on, the girl, the adult watching over them, sorry, I'm really bad at telling
There's like
stories.
supervisors.
They were playing rock, paper, scissors, and she's like, let me show you something. Rock, paper, scissors, hula girl! Hula girl wins all.
They kept doing it over and over and over again. Like, it was like, we laughed like the first time, and then like they all were like, hula girl!
All of them. So like, there are 4 of them doing this. Rock, paper, scissors, hula girl!
Evelyn's mom calling her Isabella.
At Crossroads, there's the volunteer who thought I was named Isabella, her sibling.
And Ashley was way too shy to ever correct her. So like she would come up to her and she'd be like, how you doing, Isabella? And she would just, yeah, say that she's fine, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm doing good. And she never corrected her.
I think that was probably 3 months that went on of her calling me.
It was an obnoxious amount of time.
Yeah,
it
and
was
then
every week.
we were going on a trip, and she's like, I'm glad you're going on the trip. And I'm like, oh, I'm not? I'm not though. And she's like, oh really? I thought I saw your name on the list. Isabella. It's not me.
And
She's
then
like,
that's just awkward because she let her call her Isabella for months. So it would be it would be like she was completely oblivious to all of the times that she called her Isabella.
Not my finest moment. Going through the windows of Julie's car.
Oh.
So that same night,
Yeah.
can't say goodbye, and we're climbing through the windows.
The first person I think to do it too.
Yeah, which is odd.
Yeah, because you were just like, I'm gonna climb through, and then you're like, I'm a NASCAR driver, don't you know?
I'm a professional NASCAR driver.
Losing Ashley's water bottle in the sock. I don't really remember that.
Yeah, so that had to have been the same night.
Yeah.
Don't really remember that.
I don't remember that, but I
I
guess
prob-
you lost your water bottle in the sock.
I probably just left it somewhere. I was like, I don't know where it went. Actually sounds like Ashley.
I do remember that. Because you were complaining about it one night.
Oh, really?
Because we were all complaining about like people spelling our names wrong. And when it got to you, you're like, you know what I hate? How the word actually sounds like Ashley. And then we all like sat there and we're like, whoa.
Because people from across the room, like, it probably happened last week in choir. Someone would be like, actually, it's blah, 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 blah. And they're like arguing. And I'm like, what?
Sharing a cat. I have a cat named Karen.
Yes.
And I said this in Jordan's video too.
I have a cat named Hershey.
Yes, but they look so much alike. So we made jokes that like we share a cat and that they just like go to like our houses at different times.
Naming Oswald.
Uh,
I named Oswald.
okay, when I had my grumpy cat, before I even got him, I was debating on like what cat to get from these different breeders. And I was debating between him and like a different one. And so I was like, I kind of want to name this cat Sulio. But it wasn't Oswald, that was the other one.
Yeah,
Because I remember
that's
I was
the
like, if I get this cat, I'm gonna name him Sulio. Because that's dope. And then you're like, dude, if you get that other cat, you should name him Oswald. Because he just looks like an Oswald.
He looked like one.
And I was like, dude, that is literally perfect for him.
And then?
I got him, and I named him Oswald because of Ashley. English class, gross seat with hair.
Oh!
Yeah.
Last year in English 11, our teacher sat us alphabetically, so she sat right in front of me. And that chair, oh my, it's like someone put their head up
And his
against it.
brown hair.
Yeah.
Brown.
It's like someone put their head up against it, wrapped it around the screw and went, It was gross. And that was, luckily she was able to flip the entire backwards.
Yeah, because
like,
that's what I
over,
would do, is I'd just flip it. But like...
and just sit on the bar.
Better than sitting on some girl's hair.
Yeah.
But like, it was just gross. Like,
I don't know how long that stayed there, but like after several weeks, some of it was gone. As if someone tried to get it
Yeah.
out. Ashley getting a yes from Joey.
that one I remember a little bit. Not a whole lot.
Probably because I was really freaking excited.
But I do remember it because you were so pumped and I was so pumped for you. I was like, heck yeah! Did you ask him to prom? And
Yeah.
that was what? Yeah.
Yeah, I asked him to prom and he said yes, and I was like, I was in shock.
I'm not problematic.
No, I think they should read that.
This? There we go.
Brooke was in a bad mood one day.
Oh, I was going through like a sucky time.
Yeah.
A lot of things happening at once.
But then you were like complaining about something that seemed like something you shouldn't be complaining about.
Well, yeah, and it was
It was
Abby.
being dumb.
It was Abby was at my locker and she was like asking me to hang out or something, or I don't know, but I was like, no, you never had time for me, you and Sam. And so I was like, oh, like we were just arguing back and forth.
Yeah, but for some of it sounded like, at least Abby sounded like she was joking. You probably weren't though.
Yeah,
Because
no,
I
I
think that's
wasn't.
why I even said
I
it.
wasn't joking, but like, yeah, she definitely was, and like when you said this, I know you were joking.
Yeah, so I was like, Brooke, why are you being so problematic?
And then you know when like, it's like a volcano. When so many things build up and then one little thing sets you off, that's what happened. And I said those words very loudly. And I didn't think anything of it, and it was just like I let the volcano like erupt. And then I was finally like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna head to class. Like, and I didn't think anything of it.
You keep walking.
I kept walking, and it was like the rest of my world was kind of zoned out. Then I walk into my class, which is just down like a little ways. And as I like walk into the class, Mr. Tobin,
A different teacher.
don't like him at all, he ran into the room and he's like, he started screaming at me for saying that, and he's like, oh, you have any respect, da, 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 da. He just went on and on, and he didn't let me get a single word in, and then he stormed out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh no, I'm in trouble. And then, yeah, I got called down to the office and I got written up. but it's off my record.
He's like
But
pretty buff man. He's like, and like if he's yelling, it's scary.
stacking pros.
Ooh,
Hey, this is a good one.
winter retreat.
This is with Crossroads. We went to the winter retreat our freshman year, and it was so much fun. It was such a good time. And there was this thing called crate stacking. But like, we were the perfect team. Like, she would toss it up to me perfect, and then I'd stack it. And it was just like, I can't explain this.
She'd be standing on the crates. She
But-
had like 2 rows.
Yeah.
She had to stand on one, grab the crate, stack it, jump up there.
And it looks
stack,
easy,
stack.
but the higher you get, the more wobbly it is. You know?
And the further the person has to throw, so
Uh-huh.
then you're leaning over to
Yeah,
catch it
so
even more.
yeah, you gotta have good throws. That's like one of the main important things. And like, yeah, good
Balance had to be exceptional.
So like, we made a really, really good team.
And she had no
we both
harness.
got pretty high.
No, I'm kidding. Remember how I almost went up without one? Like, it was like gone.
Yes, Ashley was at hooked at first and she only got up like 3 crates, but then they noticed and they're like, oh no. That was so
Yeah,
bad.
and I'm afraid of heights.
That
So
would have been
imagine,
so bad.
oh, if I had fallen, like, I only got up to 10 crates, and so it was probably like 10 feet higher, maybe a little bit more. Then they're more than a foot. But, so maybe 12 feet in the air, and I got scared, so I shook it, so it looked like I fell. You can't just send it to the shelter.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna say names, but I was talking to this guy and I used an analogy and my friend Abby picked up on it right away. Like and it was at the lunch table and I was like, dang, I really need some advice on this guy. So I was like, okay, Ashley, so there's this puppy and he's a really cute puppy and he keeps coming to my door, but I can't have him. I don't have time for him. I know that it's not right to take him in, so I'm thinking about taking him to the shelter.
You said you can't potty train him.
Yeah, I think.
Which
I'm
with
pretty
the guy would be odd, but.
Yeah, but I said something like that, like, yeah, we can't get him potty trained, so I think I'm gonna take him to the shelter, because I just can't, he's a mess.
And then I ranted, I was like, you can't just take him to the shelter.
Dude, yeah, she flipped. She was like, dude, you can't do that. You know how many dogs are in the shelter already? And I'm like, Ashley, but I have to take you to the shelter. Exploring Mildred High School.
Oh, the competition.
Yes. That was fun. We
Yeah.
went to this like winter guard.
And winter drumline.
Yes, winter drumline.
Winter guard, winter drumline.
Yes. Last year we went to this competition to like watch them. And
Like advanced groups.
yeah, they were good. Super good. And so we watched them, and this high school that we went to watch them at was giant. And I'm like, dude, let's like Sam and Colby this and explore. And
I was terrified to do so.
yeah, but you did. Because Abby was sick that day. I
Yeah.
remember, because I was like, dude, just come with me. And she's like, no, I'm sick. You want the crap. Oh my gosh, my mom is a nutcase. Oh, I think you just want your screen time.
Yeah.
Crap, what are you doing?
She had to grab the broom. She said that.
Yeah, we explored this high school because it was so giant, and I think we were trying to look for the pool.
Yeah.
And then didn't we find it? It was like upstairs, like
Yeah, you had to like
down.
go upstairs and to be able to look over it.
Yeah,
Because we couldn't find the door downstairs.
but like
Because it said that they had a water park. The sign said
I
they
do
had a
remember
water
that.
park.
Mhm.
We're like,
Where's the water park?
What?
So we're like, dude, because this high school was giant. Like there's different sections. Like there's a building over there that was something else.
imagine
So-
like East High Wildcats, High School Musical, pictures of like freaking Troy Bolton over the walls. That's what it was like in this high school. Looks friendly, parentheses.
No,
because
I
it's
don't
walls.
remember that, and it made me so mad. I tried to think about how it reminds, like I was trying to remember it the other day, and I was like, what is this?
I really don't remember this.
Ooh, I'll be your West Coast.
Are you gonna say who that was?
No, but you'll just probably
It wasn't
know
even to you, it was to Abby.
No, it was to Abby. I remember that, because,
There was a guy
yes,
who really liked Abby,
he did really like Abby.
and he sent her lyrics to a song probably called West Coast or something.
Yes,
And it went like, ooh, I'll be your West Coast.
but like, we didn't hear it, and I remember she came to our lunch table, and she's like, oh my gosh, he sent me a song, and he said, like, this reminds me of you. And so we looked up the lyrics, and then we're saying it, and we're like cringing.
Which, I'm sorry, but we were.
I'm sorry. Okay, it was a cringy song. Like
And if you still like that song today, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but it was a little cringy. You gotta admit.
I got an ID. I got an idea.
Emily was acting weird at my bonfire.
The same bonfire where Miles was here until 4:30.
Yes. Emily was just acting strange.
We thought she was drunk.
Yes.
But she wasn't.
Which we don't know to this day.
Yeah.
Because she hasn't told us. But
She claims no.
she claims that
But-
she hasn't. Like that she wasn't drinking or anything, but Emily.
But that's a quote that she said. She was like, she was talking directly to me. She's like, I'm gonna go get a tattoo. I'm like, Emily, you can't, you're not 18 yet. And she's like, yaha, I got an ID. I got an idea.
I know this isn't in there, but like, we had to like stop her from getting in her car.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
She was trying to drive home. We're like, no, you're not going to.
and she's like, guys, I'm sober. And we're all like, dude, we don't know that you are. So like,
Because we've never seen her like this before.
Yeah, and I mean, nobody saw her drink. So there's not proof.
And we even checked.
She was acting weird.
We even checked the entirety of her car, and there was nothing.
There's no alcohol. So like, if she did, then she was sly. But it was just, she was acting so weird. Hating on Ashley's obsession of 5 sauce. I used to hate on it all the time. There was like, I think a group of us hated on it.
Michael Clifford, your birthday, it's not focusing.
Oh,
The day of, now that we're filming this, your birthday was 2 days ago. Happy belated 24th birthday.
she's obsessed with 5 Seconds of Summer. And like, me and like Abby and I think even like Alyssa, like we all used to hate on it all the time. Because it's not just like, oh, I like him or I like them. It's just like everyone in a senior class wear crazy socks tomorrow. But it wasn't senior, it was junior.
Juniors.
And so I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be such a hit.
So cool.
Like, I told so many people to wear crazy socks, they're gonna wear crazy socks.
No one wore crazy socks.
Nobody wore them, except for the 3 dump sacks.
You didn't even wear them. You forgot.
Did I really?
Yeah, you forgot. It was Jason.
Oh,
But
he did?
he forgot for a reason. He had to go to a funeral that day, so he was wearing black socks. And okay, when we started, it was daylight, and now it's kind of like dusk.
Yeah, now it's like dark.
It's
I don't even
5:30.
know.
We probably started filming around 4.
I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and I hope that you watched all the way up until this part. Yes. But since you did watch until this part, you can just click out now. Just kidding, we got more for you. I hope that you guys did enjoy this, and if you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up because it'll make me smile.
Follow me on Instagram. No, don't. I probably won't accept your follow request. Leave a big like because it'll make me smile. Do I get to find out the next person in the next video?
I think you do. The next person is, drumroll,
Oh wait, I already know.
Whizzle. I hope you guys did enjoy. And I'll see you guys next time I see you guys with a brand new video. Mwah!
Thank you for joining me for Ashley News. Today's sequence is hyperventilating children. Back to you, Rob.